When a child's tiny fingers first hover over the keys of a piano, that moment of curiosity can spark a lifelong love of music. The Casio Casiotone SA-51 mini keyboard for kids steps into that pivotal role with thoughtful design and just enough functionality to engage young learners without overwhelming them. At a wallet-friendly $69, the SA-51 presents itself as a delightful, first keyboard that balances playfulness, portability, and genuine musical capability. Pulling the SA-51 from its box, the most striking feature is its compact footprint. With 32 mini keys neatly arranged across a chassis barely wider than a sheet of notebook paper, this keyboard can slip into a backpack, nestle on a tabletop, or even be stored in a large drawer. Weighing under 2 pounds, it feels more like a toy at first glance, but don't let its diminutive size fool you. Every aspect of its form factor has been optimized for small hands. The keys are narrower and shallower than standard piano keys, making it effortless for toddlers and preschoolers to press multiple notes at once. Parents hoping to ignite early musical enthusiasm will appreciate how easily the SA-51 adapts to lap play, car rides, and even impromptu sing-along sessions on the living room floor. Despite its petite stature, the SA-51 delivers an impressive palette of sounds. One-touch tone selection buttons sit above the keys, granting instant access to 100 built-in voices, from acoustic piano and electric piano to trumpet, violin, and even percussive drum kits. Young players can switch from classical to rock anthem within seconds, experimenting with different timbres to keep their imagination stimulated. The dedicated tone buttons are intuitive enough that a 5-year-old can toggle between sounds with confidence, and the lack of buried menus means there's minimal frustration when a musical mood strikes. Rhythm is the heartbeat of any enjoyable jam session, and Casio has loaded the SA-51 with 50 rhythm patterns spanning pop, dance, ballad, and world music grooves. Activate a rhythm, and you immediately get a backbeat to play along with, helpful for honing a sense of timing and coordination from an early age. The rhythms range from simple kick snare loops to jaunty Latin patterns, ensuring that each practice session feels like a mini dance party. Although there's no tempo control for the rhythms, the presets are varied enough that kids learn to adapt their playing speed to different styles, fostering rhythmic flexibility that will pay dividends in future musical endeavors. For structured play, the keyboard includes 10 built-in songs ready to accompany budding pianists through familiar melodies. These aren't full-blown lesson tracks, but they serve as inspiration. Tunes like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Old MacDonald offer a scaffold for learning melody and hand-eye coordination. And because the SA-51 runs entirely on 6Ah batteries, no power adapter included in the box, practice isn't tethered to an outlet. I found that a fresh set of alkalines provides several hours of continuous play, whether it's a quiet afternoon alone or a family road trip sing-along. For households wary of lost adapters, this all-battery design brings a welcome simplicity. Parents and grandparents frequently comment on the SA-51's surprising durability. Despite its toy-like appearance, the plastic housing feels robust, and the keys snap back reliably even after enthusiastic pounding. One reviewer shared how their 2-year-old grandson effortlessly toggled beats, switched instruments, and played along within minutes of unboxing, while another recounted how the keyboard survived being dropped down a staircase, still functional afterward. This kind of resilience is essential in a device aimed at the under 5 crowd, where curiosity often translates to less careful handling. Beyond its target demographic, the SA-51 has found fans among adult musicians seeking a portable sketchpad. One seasoned amateur pianist praised its portability for practicing chord progressions on lapside during travel, noting that while the mini keys aren't ideal for marathon practice, they're good enough for quick drills and melody work. Another user leveraged the keyboard to map out ukulele melodies, delighting in how the SA-51's polyphony made it a genuine musical tool rather than a one-note toy. Even seniors have lauded it as an accessible entry point back into music, citing its small footprint and intuitive controls as key benefits. When it comes to teaching tools, there's always a temptation to over-engineer the product for future-proofing. Casio wisely resisted that urge here, choosing instead to deliver a focused experience that keeps early learners engaged without distraction. At $69, the SA-51 represents outstanding value. You are buying a sturdy, genuinely musical instrument that will outlive toddlerhood, rather than a throwaway plastic gadget destined for the landfill. For parents on a budget, educators seeking classroom instruments, or grandparents shopping for an all-in-one gift, the SA-51 hits a sweet spot of quality, price, and playability. In summary, the Casio Casiotone SA-5132 key mini keyboard stands out as an exemplary first keyboard for young children. It offers a thoughtfully scaled interface, a generous array of sounds and rhythms, and the freedom of battery-powered portability, all wrapped in a package tough enough to endure the rough-and-tumble world of early childhood. Whether you are nurturing a future Mozart or simply encouraging musical play, the SA-51 delivers immediate fun and foundational skills that grow with your child. So, if you are ready to introduce your little one to the joys of music making, be sure to check our video description box below for an exclusive discount. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to motivate us in bringing more in-depth reviews and the best deals your way.